The topic I'm going to talk about is nature-friendly yard. After 12 years of managing a holistic healthcare practice, I became aware of a variety of different healing modalities. It became apparent to me that people derive their healing from many different avenues. One of these avenues is participating in nature. I resonate strongly with this awareness. During that 12-year period, I also developed a greater awareness of the importance of taking care of our environment. I believe wholeheartedly that the health of mankind and the health of the earth are inseparable. There are many ways in which you can create a nature-friendly yard. Traditional landscaping and current landscape maintenance practices often have harmful impacts. Because we can't forever continue to abuse our surroundings and still expect a healthy, attractive community, we must learn to balance our needs with those of the environment. Sustainable landscaping attempts to do just that. In landscaping, we can save considerable time and money through reduced maintenance. Traditional landscapes require a surprising amount of energy to keep them looking good. We can have beautiful lawns without pesticides. It's easy and affordable. Unfortunately, lawn care chemicals don't stay put on our lawns. Instead, they end up in our homes where they can impact our health, and in our air, water, and soil where they affect wildlife, plants, and local ecosystems. Illinois native landscapes include prairies, open woodlands, and wetlands. By planting beautiful native Illinois wildflowers, trees, and shrubs in our yards, we can improve local environmental conditions and help restore the native landscapes that are almost lost in Illinois. Native plants are the first layer of inviting nature to your yard. If native gardens are planted, they will provide a habitat for diverse wildlife. You can apply the four major ecosystems of Illinois to your landscape. A wetland is an area where water covers the soil or keeps it saturated for at least 2 or 3 weeks during the growing season. A mini wetland in your yard can provide many of the same benefits that natural wetlands offer. A wetland in your backyard will temporarily store, filter, and clean runoff water from your roof and lawn. It will provide habitat for many interesting creatures. Grasslands and prairies are historically the most dominant habitat in Illinois. These areas are typified by large expanses of open land dominated by native grasses interspersed with wildflowers and shrubs. Planting a prairie in your backyard eliminates the hassle of mowing and brings the natural appeal of prairie grasses and wildflowers. Prairies also create a wildlife refuge by attracting songbirds, butterflies, and wildlife. Savannas are grasslands that are punctuated by shrubs and trees. Savannas are covered by grasses, wildflowers, and shrubs. Woodland gardening is a great opportunity for sustainable landscaping. There are many native species to choose from. One medium to large tree is enough to start a small woodland garden. A woodland garden relies on form, texture, and variations in leaf color to provide interest. The key to woodland gardening is to think in layers. The tall trees provide the top layer, and the understory trees such as dogwood, redbud, and shadblow at mid-level are good understory trees. Shrubs, then perennials, bulbs, ground covers, and a few choice vines are all parts of a woodland garden. Xeriscaping refers to the conservation of water through creative landscaping. With water now considered an expensive and limited resource, all landscaping projects, residential or commercial, can benefit from this alternative. The 7 principles of xeriscaping are water conservation, soil improvement, limiting areas of turf, appropriate plant use, mulch, irrigation, and maintaining the landscape. A rain garden is simply a garden with a depression that is designed to catch rainwater runoff, where you grow plants that don't mind getting partially flooded on occasion. Rain gardens use design, plants, and soil to maximize absorption of rainfall and minimize stormwater runoff. Rain gardens provide wildlife habitat and an opportunity to create beautiful landscaping. By soaking up rain where it falls, rain gardens slow stormwater runoff, help prevent erosion, and remove pollutants in the process. There are many benefits of planting rain gardens. Rain gardens increase water retention, soil fertility, oxygen, seasonal interest, and biodiversity. They reduce stormwater runoff, pollution from lawn care chemicals and mowers, greenhouse gases, and watering expense. These gardens can take large amounts of stormwater because plants in the system continually pump the water from the soil into the air, providing cooling and a key resource of rain. Native plants are the best choice for planting a rain garden. Local native plants are adapted to our climate and soils and are drought tolerant and disease resistant. They provide nectar, berries, seeds, shelter, and also attract wildlife. Most native plants do not require watering or fertilizing once they are established and can endure the extremes of our climate due to their deep roots. Most people do not have the time to do a lot of work in their gardens, and as native plants require much less care than non-native plants, they are ideal for planting in landscapes. You can provide a beautiful palette of colors and textures using native plants while helping the environment. If we reduce turf grass and expand wildlife habitat, we will be helping the planet as a whole. Through sustainable practices, we can improve such issues such as soil erosion, chronic wet areas, chemical use, heavy water consumption, and the absence of wildlife diversity. We can preserve native plants and animals by helping people create attractive, non-polluting natural landscapes that can support a diversity of wildlife. Cut.